Welcome back for another 80-20 question of the week. As you know, I am Tim Francis, the creator of the 80-20 Challenge. This week's question is definitely up there on the difficulty scale, and I'm very excited to see what you come up with. On our 5 levels of 80-20, which you've seen many times by now, this is definitely a level 4 executive type question. The question is, what is your business's single point of failure? And every business has at least one. Last year, we lost around $100,000 worth of contracts in just 2 days. It was crippling. The lesson that I got from that was around concentration. We had too much of our money coming from too few clients. And because I didn't think about this question of where we were exposed, where we had risk, I didn't plan ahead in case either of these clients decided to terminate their contracts. And within 2 days, they both did at the exact same time. It was horrible. I literally lost sleep over it. When I've asked myself this question in the last 12 months, I've realized that so much of my business depended on me being a consultant and me being the face of the company. And it really made me think about what I would have to change about Profit Factory so that even if I did get hit by a bus, the company could still continue to operate. And that's why we started the Great Assistant Program. And it's also part of why we started this 80-20 Challenge. I specifically designed them from the beginning with the idea that they would not depend on me for day-to-day delivery. Now, maybe that seems a little too challenging because your business depends on you so heavily right now. And maybe it would take you years to be able to re-engineer your company. So if thinking about your whole company is too intimidating, let's pick just a specific area. Maybe you think about the legal side of things or something to do with sales. Pick one area and ask yourself, what about your sales is potentially your biggest point of failure? I'll tell you right now, as I contemplate this question for Great Assistant, what is our greatest threat? For me, it's probably that the government would change some legislation around working from home that would make it very expensive for entrepreneurs like you and I to hire from home workers. I'm not sure how likely that is, but we're going to investigate it here shortly and find out just how much exposure we have. Now, if you happen to be sitting there thinking, my business doesn't have any major points of failure, keep this quote in mind. And this is from Bill Gates. He said, Microsoft is never more than 6 months away from extinction. Think about that. Major multinational company, billions of dollars in the war chest. In fact, I think they had something like 6 or 12 months of operating costs saved up in the bank just to protect against rainy days. And if a company of that size has threats, you betcha that you and I do as well. If you're not finding one, you just got to sit with the question a little bit longer. Now, this question isn't meant to freak you out or to create panic for you. I think just like any good adult situation, it's good to know what the risks are before we dive in, or if we've already dove in, knowing what the risks are that lie ahead so that we can play some defense and protect the golden goose. This is Tim Francis from the 80-20 Challenge and Profit Factory. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see what your answers are to this question. Be sure to put them into the Facebook group. And one last time, in case you're needing to scribble it down, the question is, what is your single point of failure? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the Facebook group, and I look forward to seeing you everywhere in the challenge.